Onslow, 1,400 k's from Perth. This is one destination where getting up early is worth the effort on a number of fronts. Whether it's to sit and soak up the magical first moments of the day here at the Anzac Memorial, or to spend time on the water searching for the perfect fish. While angling is its claim to fame, its history will also hook you. What people find interesting about Onslow is there's actually two Onslows. There is a new Onslow and an old Onslow. And Old Onslow is an easy drive, a scenic drive along the Ashburton River, about 40 minutes from New Onslow, which was gazetted in 1924. Built in 1885 near the mouth of the Ashburton River, Old Onslow was originally a port. However, it was a port that kept silting up and flooding. So eventually, 40 years after it was built the first time, these doors were closed, the town packed up and moved to a better site, Beeden Point. And this year, New Onslow celebrates its centenary. While the buildings made of stone were left behind, anything that was made out of wood or tin was deconstructed and dragged behind camel trains here to form the foundation of the new Onslow, including this building. So this is the old goods building, and now it is the visitor centre and the museum. And it's the perfect place to immerse yourself in the history of Onslow, both old and new. All these exhibits and curios that are in the museum, big and small, heavy and light, are here thanks to the generosity of locals past and present. Some of the items require a bit of explanation. This, well, it's part of the town's pearling industry, which was closed during the Second World War and shows the ingenuity of those living in the Pilbara. Although on this occasion, things didn't go quite as they planned.
Well, our little submarine was built initially to be towed behind a pearling boat to scout the seabed for shell. But it's in the museum as it wasn't so successful.
Why?
I guess it wasn't airtight enough to survive down there.
Fiona is a gun on the local history of Onslow, and if you're here on Tuesday and Thursday during the season, as they like to call it, she runs tours of the town starting from here at the visitor centre.
So we do have a couple of standouts on our tour. So we take you to Neil and Judy Baker's shell collection, which is an amazing 60-year-old collection. Up to the Ian Blair Boardwalk, named after a local policeman. We take you to our gorgeous little St Nicholas Church, which was built from materials that were bought from the old town. And there's also some fabulous sculptures here in town. So we've got the gorgeous paparazzi dogs on the foreshore, which are great for your sunrise or your stairway to the moon on the full moon. And of course, our most famous sculpture here is the gorgeous Anzac Memorial up at Memorial Park.
Breathtaking even after sunrise. And then there's this, and it's not just an old fuel tank from the Second World War you're seeing, it's a work of art.
So originally they were World War II fuel tanks, but once they were decommissioned in the late 70s, early 80s, a family with their 3 small children moved in and stayed here for some time. Obviously to keep her children occupied, she found some chalks that were German-made chalks at our local newsagents at Posties, and then obviously started decorating the walls.
How long would it have taken her to do all this?
We believe the family were here for about 2 to 3 years. So as you can see, it's done from top to bottom.
And that is not something you will find in any other town in WA. And this is my favourite spot in town for a meal, the Onslow Beach Resort. It was started by a group of farmers from down south who used to come up here to go fishing, and they wanted a decent place to sleep and have a drink. And that reminds me, this is the perfect time to say happy birthday to Onslow. Happy birthday to a small but mighty destination.